Hi comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. So I'm very excited. I watched the trailer for the new Suicide Squad film. It's called The Suicide Squad, and it's directed by James Gunn. James Gunn is the guy that directed and wrote the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So DC have nicked him for the Suicide Squad. He's also going to be making a television series called Peacemaker. So if you've watched the trailer, which if you haven't, I hope you go and do so. It's terrific. There's a whole raft of C-list villains in this, or C-list heroes and villains in this movie. Where they've dragged some of them up from, I do not know. I'm going to find out. So I'm going to make 4 or 5 videos. I'm going to cover all of these characters, what their first appearance was, a bit of their history, and maybe I will speculate on whether they're going to get killed in the film, because I can guarantee, guys, this is called Suicide Squad, and a whole raft of these guys are going to get killed. So, as James Gunn said, do not get attached to any of these characters. So I'm going to just quickly run through them all now. We've got Rick Flag, who's returning. He was in Suicide Squad, the first film. He's the sort of team commander. We've then got Harley Quinn, of course, who's been in a few movies. She was in the original Suicide Squad. She was in Birds of Prey. And she's being played by Margot Robbie, who's fantastic as Harley Quinn. So then we've got, also returning from the first movie, one of the better characters in the first movie, Captain Boomerang. And then making his film debut is King Shark. And he's being voiced by Sylvester Stallone. What is not to like? Okay, we've then got Idris Elba. I mean, what a cast we've got here. Idris Elba is appearing as a character called Bloodsport. We've got Michael Rodder, who was in Guardians of the Galaxy, appearing as a character called Savant. And we've then got an ex-Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi, appearing as a character called The Thinker. We've then got James Gunn's brother, Sean Gunn. He's appearing as, well, he's probably doing the voice for a character called the Weasel, because the Weasel looks like a weasel. And we've got a character called Javelin. We then got a character called Ratcatcher 2. And then, as the main villain, I think the main villain is going to be one of my favourite main villains. No, it's not Doctor Doom. This is a DC film. It's Starro. Starro is the main villain, I think. We've then got Peacemaker. John Cena is playing Peacemaker. He's the guy who's going to get his own TV series. So he probably, spoiler alert, he's not going to get killed. We've then got a character, believe it or not, called Polka Dot Man. And if you thought that was strange, we've then got a character whose name in the comic books is Fall Off Arm Boy, who's basically got detachable limbs that he can take his arms off and beat people around the head with them. They've renamed him. In the film, he's not called Fall Off Arm Boy. He's called TDK. I think that stands for the Detachable Kid. We've got a character called Blackguard, being played by Peter Davidson. We've then got a character called Mongal, who is an alien. And finally, we've got a character called Solsaria. Okay, so that's the full cast list of C-grade villains and heroes. And I'm going to do a few videos following this, talking about each of them, first appearances, bit of a history, whether I think they're going to get killed off in the movie. So, lots of fun to come.